For the first time this school year, Utah teachers will get something many workers take for granted: paid maternity leave. But in order to take that maternity leave, teachers have to do something that most workers don't. Why are teachers so behind the times in motherhood matters? Kindergarten teacher Courtney Wimberly was preparing her class when we caught up with her a few weeks ago. She had circled August 18th on her calendar.
My maternity leave starts the day school starts.
Until last month, many Utah teachers had no paid maternity leave. Hard to believe in 2025 in a profession so dominated by women.
I think people are just flabbergasted in general.
Yeah. Isn't that wild?
The head of the Education Association says most people don't realize if teachers want to have children of their own, they use sick time, then leave without pay.
And if they don't have the ability to do that, then they leave the profession.
Representative Melissa Garf-Ballard decided it was time for a change. She introduced a new law that gives teachers the same leave as other state employees.
It's time for Utah to really put our money where our priorities are and our policy where our priorities are, which is with our families.
So now teachers have what other state workers get: 3 weeks of parental leave, 3 weeks of postpartum leave, and the law allows schools to have a paid leave bank where teachers can donate unused time to their colleagues who need it. Is it fair to think that in 2025, you'd think we have progressed beyond this?
You may be surprised that paid parental leave is only now being offered to teachers, but Utah is not alone in that regard.
In fact, the National Council on Teacher Quality reports a 2022 analysis found just 18% of some of the country's largest school districts offered paid parental leave. By 2025, that number has grown to 43%. Why the growth? David Castleberry is an attorney who specializes in employment law.
They're trying to attract and retain the best possible employees for their companies.
It's just smart business.
Yeah.
But the law doesn't address one standard that only applies to teachers, not police, not firefighters, or other state workers. But even with paid maternity leave, there's still a big assignment for teachers before they can leave to have their babies.
I did have to get my own sub. They don't offer like a pool of really qualified long-term subs in the school district. You have to go out and find one yourself and then create weeks of lesson plans for that sub.
Like you just call someone that you know, or?
Yes, yeah, you just go out looking for someone or if you know someone.
Imagine if you or I had to do this. You just call your sisters and ask, "Hey guys, how are you?"
Good, how are you?
Hey sis.
Hey, what's up?
I'm wondering if any of you can fill in for me on the news for a few months.
Think we have a bad connection.
Ugh, I thought you would never ask.
Sure, I guess.
Whew, that's a relief. I've got 2 takers.
You flip the page.
During Courtney's last pregnancy, she found a sub, then spent 80 hours creating all the lesson plans ahead of time. Now she's done it again, all while managing a toddler.
There have been unfortunate stories with other teachers who picked a sub that just wasn't quite qualified enough to give their students the best experience.
That's just not what the rest of the community does when they're out on parental leave or maternity leave.
Ballard sponsored the legislation in part to reduce teacher turnover. A 2021 legislative audit found 42% of Utah teachers leave the profession in the first 5 years, higher than the national average. And yet opposition to the new law actually came from school administrators.
They had some pushback when it comes from the Superintendent's Association. They said, "We've been doing this for 110 years. Why are you requiring it now?" And I said, "Because you haven't done it."
Really good teachers have left the teaching profession because they feel like their school districts don't support them as teachers and mothers.
Districts might come out ahead by supporting the teachers they have, given the cost of recruiting, hiring, and training new teachers. Lawmakers say it's more than that.
It's about time that we take care of our teachers and employees and be able to support our families.
Courtney Wimberly doesn't want to say it's overdue, not at 9 months pregnant, but she does think it will help keep good teachers in the classroom.
I think me becoming a mother has only bettered my teaching bettered my work in general. So I believe they need to be better supported. Not only are we teaching other people's children, but we're raising the next generation of children who are going to enter our very own classrooms.
Now, there's a very small addition to this story. We are happy to report now that baby Wimberly has arrived. Mom has guaranteed leave time, but not guaranteed sleep time at this point. Congratulations. A Utah teacher has been named as a finalist in a national competition, and she needs our help to take home the top prize. Donnell Takarich is a 4th grade teacher at Fielding Elementary in the Box Elder School District. She's one of 10 teachers left in the Kleenex's Heroes of the Classroom contest, which aims to honor teachers who have made a profound impact on their students and communities.
Come along with me to go bless some teachers. I have been keeping the teacher grab table in my staff room stocked daily.
Miss T is known for using her TikTok following to make teacher grab tables where her fellow teachers can pick up little extras for their classrooms like books, school supplies, games, and decorations. She also has set up a room for hygiene supplies for any student who may need them. Miss T needs votes to win the contest. If she wins, she'll walk away with $10,000 for herself and $5,000 for her school. You can vote right now by going to heroesoftheclassroom.com. You have until September 8th to cast your vote. The winner will be announced the week of September 22nd. Good luck, Miss T. Up next, not 1, not 2, but 3 state champions all in one family. Meet the Utah siblings who are proving wrestling is in their DNA.